You know, you feel me? I know what I'm talking about. And since I am apparently the only one really here actually tuning into these, hey, see, here's the thing. I'm having a good time with these live streams, and if nobody else is able to join because of technical issues, I'm happy because I'm having a good time, and that's what matters anyway. So I'm thoroughly enjoying the live streams. For me, it's just an opportunity to just talk and not necessarily have any contingencies on anyone else reciprocating. So there you go. That's my perspective. I really worked so hard just a second ago to make his nose shorter, and then I ended up making it wider, which was not. If it's caught up, might be a little bit laggy. We're gonna hold on 1 second. We're gonna see if I can get my AirPods to help a friend out. They should automatically connect, and hopefully it won't crash the stream like it. Round 3, I think. I'm on round 3 of making this stream work. Round 3 of streaming. Round 3. Oh, is my mic on? We'll see. Yeah, it says my mic is on. Okay. Well, hopefully. Um, I already nailed the eyes on him. I do want to get his muzzle just a little bit smaller because it seems kind of big. We can do that pretty easily. There we go. Looks much better. Much, much, much better. Kind of a slimy little guy. Nope. No microphone. Oh, just kidding. Okay, cool. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we're doing the thing. Um, so that's very exciting. I'm gonna give him very thin eyebrows. Because he's an evil cat. Evil cat has tiny little eyebrows. I feel like that's a trope with villains, specifically villains that are like cunning as opposed to like tough, if that makes sense. Which is hilarious because if you think about it, Scourge one-shotted Tiger Star, so he's like technically way tougher, even though he's just this little guy. Um, so that is a thing. I think I made his paws too big. He looks like he has human legs. It's not weird. um, we'll get his shoulder blades going. There we are. Um, got that there. There we go. All right, we got some shape here. I don't know why his legs look so freaking like human instead of like animalish, but there we go. Definitely gonna decrease the size of his paws, make them little paws. Little paws, big claws. Well, I'm sure that me singing is not the most entertaining thing to learn on right now. I'm so sad I can't play music. One of these days, I'll get some actual internet, and when I do, it'll make it so much easier. And a laptop, an actual laptop would be great. But this works for now. Look at him. He's doing his thing. Doing the thing. All right, I'm going to start answering questions that nobody's asking because that's the vibe that I am picking up from everything. Actually, let me see here before I start going too crazy on that. Let me get his Is it literally just straight up black? I guess it is. Wow, I didn't realize I'd transitioned to that dark of a color for the line art, at least on the shadowy ones. I suppose we could start. Let me see. I think all around, all of it is black line art. No, this one's slightly lighter. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. I'm pretty sure Scourge only exists in the shadowy part of the map. So he might not even get a lighter. Oh, wow, that was wrong size. There we go. I feel like that one's a little bit too small too, but it works. Let's see about, because cat ears kind of do that when they're back. So, let me see. That actually does kind of look better, doesn't it? Okay. I feel like that just kind of matches the overall vibe of this guy much better anyway. So, there you go. Just a spiky dude. Just a spiky dude with no regard for feline life. Trying to make sure his spikiness is under control. There we go. Just a spiky dude. You know what's really funny? I feel like Scourge should have scars, but nobody ever really draws him with much in the way of scars. I've seen him with scars before, but he then again, if you think about kind of like his background comes more from manipulation than anything. Which is funny because that's actually a huge theme in this map. Um, but uh it's interesting because he ends up defeating Tiger Star in like one hit, basically one-shotting him. Um, no, he looks like a vampire. Okay. Um, basically one-shotting Tiger Star. So you'd think, oh, this guy is tough. But he is and he isn't. It's just funny. His background is more from brainwashing and manipulation, but I guess at some point along the line, he really trained himself up to be able to like take down Tiger Star since that was sort of his life goal. But it's so funny. Man, you think about that, like, I don't know. I haven't read the Scourge manga in a long time. Um, it's very short and very memorable, so I don't know how much it necessarily needs to be reread. But it's very good. Like, it's very good because it's such a short story, like format, but it covers a lot of ground. And it very much just highlights how really just how cold-hearted and dark like Scourge's spirit is. Like, cause homeboy freaking yeah, he's a very hopeless sort of character, if that makes sense. I like this sort of misshapen teeth and claws and stuff in his collar. What an interesting idea, even just for like a clan, like that has like a theme like that, that like wears the disembodied uh components of their enemies. Like, I don't know, it's like it's very like tribal, if that makes sense. It is very tribal. It's primitive, if you will. Primitive. Primitive and tribal. That's much better. Let me see. still can't quite get that freaking cheek fluff on his other side, but it's a lot better than it was looking a second ago. So I am going to, because we need to make it obvious that he has a neck, because right now it's sort of weird looking. Yeah, there we go. I wonder what would it look like. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna duplicate them out so I don't have to cause any trouble. What if we were to do a little bit of a bigger smile? So it's like, no, that was awful. Good gravy. Okay. Very like anime style mouth. I don't know if I like it. I think I might like the other one better. Yes, like the other one better. Okay, goodbye. Um, da, 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 da. Bit of a quiet Saturday, huh? I'm sure there's much more interesting lives going on, which I'm okay with that. Ooh, that looks like a paw that I used to draw back in freaking middle school. I'm much better than that now. So let me fix that. Um, didn't do that much better actually now that I'm looking at it. That's okay. You know what? It's kind of just the vibe right now. Alrighty, let's get this guy knocked out. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere here. I think, honestly, if we just did that, just an angly cat might work a little bit better. He's a fluffy, spiky cat. He's looking all right. He's looking a-okay. Line art's probably not my greatest strength, but hey, we're doing the thing. So there you go. Paint the beauty we split. You know, a movie I really want to watch again is Hamilton. I haven't seen it probably in about a year, and I feel like it's one of those movies that I just periodically watch and just aggressively sing along to. There's a few of those ones that exist that are out there. That's definitely one of them for me. That one and I feel like it's Harry Potter season again. I know Harry Potter is like this time of year, right? You always watch the Harry Potter movies around like Thanksgiving and Christmas time. So that's one that's on the list. I'm finishing up rewatching Lord of the Rings, which is funny because in Lord of the Rings, I'm catching a lot of stuff that I'd actually never caught before. I think when I watched it when I was like younger, the way that the movie is worded is like really tough for me to understand, or at least it was. Um, Now it's a little bit easier, but uh, yeah. Had people come and go off my checks. They were like, hmm, who is this person? And then catch me talk about Lord of the Rings, and they're like, oh, goodbye. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about. I'm wondering because these designs can wait. I might actually see about doing some animation for the promo. Nope, don't like that. No, don't like that either. That works. Cool. All right, now we just need big old boys. I will say, that's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually probably the reason Tiger Star died. Um, was more to do with like the tools, right? Because if you think about it, Scourge used a tool to enhance his ability to do what he needs to do. There are very limited records of creatures in the animal kingdom actually using tools, right? It's an actual sign of huge amount of intelligence um, for an animal to actually, um, it's something that's more or less kind of reserved for humans. Um, but if you think about it, Scourge actually was one of those that like used a tool, right? To enhance what his goal was and his ability, right? So it's like maybe he found the hack that would have advanced the feline species to greener pastures, but ended up being killed before he was able to allow his ideas to spread. That would be actually very interesting. I'd be very invested to see like what that would look like. I'm very excited for this project. Very, very excited. It's gonna be good. Now, there's a couple of different ways that I could take the Scourge design, especially from this point, because this is gonna be kind of all of the main tropes, when it comes to Scourge designs. Even to the degree of it being this sort of like navy blue black, um, which now that I'm looking at it really needs to be lightened because I can't work with that. There we go. Um, so you got the like navy blue, sort of grayish, right? Grayish color. Um, and then you're definitely gonna have like the white paw, of course. But what if there's more, right? Thinking about adding some face markings. Now he seems like he's a little bit too light colored. Is that like a happy medium? I also think it's his line art color. We'll just bring it all the way down. I hate using black for line art, but it seems to be the number one thing that's going to help the most. Let's get, I'll just do black for eyebrows, pupils, all that good stuff. I could also have the ears be the same color as the line art, which is kind of what I'm leaning toward, honestly, now that I'm looking at it. And then this guy right here. The only other thing is I would want, well, no, okay, so we're gonna do some sort of white, probably has a little bit of blue in it for the paw, right? So it's gonna be this one. We'll just do swoop. Um, oh, damn. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Okay, well, that'll be a fairly easy fix. The eyebrows, I'm actually okay. I can leave that. Okay. Well, whoopsie daisies. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, shit. I mean, Shysta. There we go. There we go. We'll save it. We'll save it. Oh, I just realized there's a little patch there that I didn't get colored in. There we go. I'm going to color in his ears. I'm thinking white for the ear tufts. We're going to do those, which he's not really showing his ears, so I don't know quite how that's going to work, but that's okay. And outside of that, I mean, let's see if it can do it. I both love and hate Procreate. For illustration purposes, it's actually pretty good. Sure, we'll work with that. We'll work with that. There we go. Black ears. Nice, nice. And then we're going to need some form of light blue or gray or something for his paws. At least the one paw, right? Because you got the one paw that's kind of a scourge trope. Now then, white tip tail, yes or no? And then, oh, I also wanted to explore the idea of maybe getting some white underneath his eyes. Not like that. Either that or over his eyes. Maybe I could do kind of like how Tiger Star has it. There we go. Yeah, almost. He kind of looks like a panda. That's not quite what I want. Hmm. It's pretty safe. Let me see about just a pink nose. Ooh, that is too bright. Okay. More gray. That works, potentially. I kind of like the white under the eyes, honestly. I'm feeling it. Let's see. See about would that even work for an eye color for cat? Not really. No. It's gonna have to be a brighter color. I want it to be deep blue, but I don't think that'll work. I think it's gonna have to be a lighter shade. Okay. Well, okay, that's more what I'm looking for. Let me just see. No, no, it's gonna have to be more of this, more along these lines. Yep. Okay, cool. That works. That works. Let's see about maybe even like a maroon, because that's kind of a color theme. Ooh, okay. I think I can work with this. It's a color theme for the map. Maroon might actually work out pretty well. Oh gosh, there was a what's it called? There was an AMV that someone came out with not too long ago. And if I remember correctly, the AMV was like, oh gosh, what's it called? I'm spacing. I'm actually really hardcore spacing right now, so this is fun. Oh, I think it was Urnum, for those who are old enough to remember Urnum. Urnum was fan freaking tastic. It's so crazy to me to think that Warriors fans nowadays, especially younger ones, have no idea who some of these older creators are, which is just like, oh my gosh, how could you not know who Urnum is? Urnum is like, like peak, like everyone loves Ernum. What's up, honeydew? Oh my gosh, I forgot already what you wanted me to call you, but I hope you're having the most wonderful, amazing Saturday that you've ever had in your whole life. Skibbity. I was waiting for you. I was like sitting here thinking, where the heck is honeydew? Like, I need interaction. I have a question for you, honeydew. Do you know who Ernum is? Ernum 7? Ernum 7. Does it ring a bell? It's oh, you. I'm doing good. Can I be mod? Maybe someday. I don't need a mod yet. Maybe someday. You think so? Okay, cool. I was just curious. Because Ernum 7, back in the day, for like Warriors fans that are like old, like I am, I'm old. I'm an old Warriors fan. Um, but everyone used to know who Ernum was, and now nobody knows who Ernum is because she's just not active anymore. So it just makes me so sad. But anyway, that's my spiel. If I ever need a mod someday, honeydew, I will absolutely ask you, but I just don't need one right now. So I will let you know as soon as I need a mod. How's Scourge? Yeah, I'm really proud of this Scourge design actually. I'm surprised at how quickly I was able to do it. But yeah, let's snag a color. Actually, that's not the one I want. I want this one. We're going to, it's on color. We're gonna do normal, bring it up to 100%. It's a pink tiger. That's the color one. Okay, then we're gonna go, I think it was at 60%. Uh-oh, I hope I'm right. Color, there we go. It's so good. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited about it. Look at him. He came together really quickly. It was like hardly spent any time on him. Scourge is also a very easy one because he just like there's no he already has sort of preset colors and stuff and like tropes design wise. So he's like already good to go. He's very easy to design. Oh, that's odd. Oh, weird. Little spot. Is that from the line art? It is. Oh, weird. Get that ish out of there. Don't eat him. Actually, yes, you can eat him because he's evil. You can eat Scourge. Just don't eat anyone else. Although, I guess technically Tiger Star is also evil. So, man, I made all these mistakes on the line art freaking layer. Let me just. Oh, well, that wasn't quite what I was going for. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing that? I, honeydew, I'm freaking, I'm being lame right now. Okay, I want to take this guy off of here, but then I gotta go back to the other layer if I want to do anything else. So there we go. Good gravy. I'm like all over the place today. I'm glad you're giggling because I'm having a whole time over here. Oh my gosh. Gotta make him pink because pink is such a menacing color. Can you imagine if in the books Scourge was just like a freaking hot pink color? Not black, not black cat. He would be hot pink. Can you imagine how different the story would be? People would be like, what the heck? What the heck is this? He's just a pink cat. And everyone would just be wondering why he was a pink cat. That's what she said. Shut up. This is a rated G live stream for the record. I'm child friendly for the most part. Wow, I'm really sucking at this. Okay, why is it, okay, anger noises. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Good, Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I know. I made a lot of mistakes. I actually did a lot of stuff on the freaking uh line art layer, and so now I'm having to I'm like coming across all of these mistakes that I made, and I'm like, oh shoot. And then I can't fix them quickly because it's on the line art layer. And I'm like, oh, I've got to go back and actually like fix that. So this seems to be coming along though. Almost there, almost there. I said, oh shoot. Oh, well, I suppose, do I have to go from rated G to rated PG if I say shoot? I also say other things sometimes, which I suppose. Okay, someone explained this to me one time and I forgot, but what does skibbity mean? I'm such a freaking old, old lady. I'm not hip with the kids anymore. That's your friend? Oh, that's great. Skibbity means evil? Is that right? Why would you come up here and just be like, well, I suppose Scourge is skibbity if we're going based off of that. Skibbity is like a just blunt word. Oh, okay. It's just a word that just doesn't really mean anything. It's just a placeholder. That makes sense to me. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be interesting if we get him to. Oh my gosh. Wow. He is actually kind of going to be a purple cat in this map, isn't he? Nice. Okay. We gotta get the correct background. Actually, let me just see if I can add this in. I need to. Oh, that can go away. Let me see about inserting a photo. You guys might see some very interesting photos on here. Who knows? Oh, oh, we've got some. Well, that's not very exciting. Where's my actual? Oh, here we go. There's my mom's cat. You can see her. Man. Okay, here we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I wanted. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about just how purple he is. Like, look at this guy. Like, I don't know if I feel safe letting a purple cat come into my house. What if I just toned him down just a little bit? I feel like I'm cheating though if I do that. But that looks a lot better, right? Stream, and that's me because I'm the coolest person in the world. Um, so now my question is, does it match with all these other designs? Because here's the thing, 60% on Saul. Look at this guy. This guy has the 60% maroon filter on him. There he is normally. There he is with the maroon filter. The maroon filter looks good in the context of the background, right? But then you got freaking Scourge that's just a purple cat. Like he's already toned down. If I were to follow the color guide, this is what he would look like. He's straight up are very exciting. I want to increase my live stream audience at some point. It's kind of small right now, but it's definitely something I want to work on. I don't have 50 people on my live streams. I do not. I would like to at some point. I toned him down a little bit. I still think he looks better at 40%, which is just like cheating. I feel like it's just cheating. Okay, let me give a couple of things a shot here. I'm going to see about maybe changing the color of his ears to not be pitch black like they are right now. I kind of like them that way, but let me see if I can adjust it. See, but then there's not too much of a difference between his main coat color. Then just a little bit darker. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Come on the fence. Now it's, I don't know. I'm not sure about the, oh my gosh, this freaking layer is absolutely driving me up a wall. Look at this nonsense. Okay. Still thinking it's maybe a little bit too dark. Let me try just like half a shade lighter. No, now it's too close. Okay, hold on. There's got to be a happy medium somewhere. No, maybe, maybe. Actually, that might work a little bit better. Okay, okay, okay. We can work with that. We can work with that. Like all over the place right now. I don't think I ever saw Dark Yard. Dark Yard. Lag and back. To pay attention to that while I have like, focus on drawing while also focusing on the live stream, while also making but then once by the time I've actually like responded to your comment, it just takes like 99 years for it to actually like play on YouTube. So, but all right, I'm happy with Scourge. He's looking good. He's looking good. He was a very easy design for me. But then, yeah, gosh, look at this. These darker colors. What if I did, okay, so 60 is supposed to be where it's at, right? Oh my gosh, how is it not? Because I did it on the wrong layer again. I'm like, why is it not affecting it? Oh my gosh, who am I? I cannot remember the last time I've made this many mistakes working on a different layer. Look at that difference. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Honeydew, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Someone help me, because I apparently have no idea how to draw at all. It's like basic digital art 101. Draw, if you're gonna draw on the right layer, please. Here I am, like, oh, I don't apparently know how to draw on the right layer. So here we are, correcting all these mistakes. I think I'll be okay though. I don't know. I'm hoping I'll survive. I'm like, whew, whew, losing steam here. Okay, this guy too. This mother trucker. Lullaby draws. Hello, Ben Larby. We'll sing you a song because you're here on the coolest stream ever. Okay, that's looking good. I wonder, does anybody know anyone who owns a podcast? I don't know why I was just thinking about that. I'm like, man, I would love to do like an episode of a podcast with someone, but I don't know anyone who actually has a successful podcast. So I would love to start a podcast. Oh my word. Would love to start a podcast. No. Vegan teacher moment. Okay, question. The colon 3, the little derp face, how the heck would you like pronounce that? Is it just colon 3 or like wamp? I feel like it would be wamp. Wamp. WERMP. These are my conversation topics. I'm hoping someone's finding them interesting. I am finding them hilarious. So, oh, oh man, I think I'm funny. If nobody else thinks I'm funny, I think I'm hilarious. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's so much happening. Um, great, great. I think that his ear color is not awful. Look at that ear. Just has to kind of be cleaned up a little bit since I made so many mistakes. But yeah, okay, good ear color, and then put that guy back on. He's still purple, but I think it works. He's looking pretty smexy. Look at that face. He's about to kill all your children. Great. All right, on to the next. Boom. And we're back. Excellent. So now I've got 3 more I've got to do. I've got to do stone fur. I've got to do a young tawny pelt, like a tawny paw, and then I've got to do which one? Uh Bone. Oh, I might actually do bone. I might actually answer my own question here. Bone. There he is. That bone. Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement. Um, great. We're gonna get right to it. Haktua. Oh, don't be mean. I do know what Haktua means. So, okay. Bone. So, I'm actually kind of torn on how I want Bone to look because obviously he's a big guy, but are we doing short fur or long fur? Or like ragged fur? You know what I mean? Let me just start with like basic structure and maybe it'll come to me as I'm kind of as I'm sketching him. I'm thinking maybe shorter fur. You think short? His is short. Okay, cool. So it's canon that it's short. Okay, cool. Great. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about that one. So, how about pointier ears? Actually, that might look pretty good. Didn't even think about that. Okay. Um, I think I might just have him sitting down. Ooh, got a little bit too dramatic there. Um, he's a big beefy boy. AFK real quick. Sounds good. And let's see here. He's big, muscly guy. That's kind of the impression that I get from him. He's just all muscles, all muscles. I know sitting down isn't always like the most ideal pose if you're going to be creating a character design. However, I'm just getting the vibe that he just needs to be sitting down. I feel like Bone is a little bit more stoic. Like Scourge is kind of like the loud one that's like, ah, like you think Luffy from One Piece. And then Bone is going to be, gosh, Bone is short furred. So his tail's going to be pretty short furred too. So I could do like, I feel like I always got the impression that Bone's fur was sort of unkept and like scraggly, but if it's short, then there's not a very effective way to like communicate his scraggly fur. Back. His tail's fluffy? Okay, well, if his tail is fluffy, then. Because I was hoping to make his tail fluffy, but if his tail's fluffy, then he's gonna have longer fur. At least on his tail. I wonder what that would look like if, like, his whole body has short fur, but then his tail is just like, boom. I feel like there's so many different ways to draw bone, you know? Oh, you know what? Oh, that's actually not a bad tail. Looks kind of like a squirrel with a long tail. So let's see about the short tail. Oh, open layers. Thank you. Please and thank you. We're gonna see about short furred tail because his legs look really short. Oh my gosh. Everything about him, he looks like a munchkin cat. He looks like a munchkin cat. Let me see. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. He looks so short. Oh man, he looks so short. There we go. So much better. Oh my gosh. I might still see if I can make his tail a little bit fluffier, but check. Okay. It might crash here for a second because I am going to swap out my AirPods. So we're just gonna pray that what am I checking? I don't know what I'm checking, Honeydew. It says what are you're saying to check something. Check edit? I don't know what that means. You'll have to explain. Check. What am I checking? You're not helping. Okay. My your channel? Oh, okay. I'll check after the stream, okay? Um, I'll check as soon as I'm done with the stream. So, he's looking so much better with longer legs. He's looking so much better with longer legs. I'm not gonna do things just 'cause just because, but I will as soon as I'm done with my live stream. That's actually a pretty decent, like, cat sitting sketch. I actually don't think I've done one of those that well in a while. Let me see if I can just take his legs and scoot them back just a little bit. I'll rotate them and just bring him a little bit closer to his body. That's more feline-ish. They kind of hold their front paws close to their body when they're sitting. Almost looks like they're off balance, but they're not. Yeah, okay. Now he just needs a collar and a face. He's faceless. Opinion on Blue Star. I don't know if my opinion's controversial or not, but I love Blue Star. I think Blue Star has the coolest character development. Um, I think she's so fascinating because, like, you start off the series thinking that she's just absolutely amazing, and then by the end of it, you realize just how flawed she is. Um, Best leader of ThunderClan. Yes, I completely agree. I think she is super duper underrated, and I'm so sad that we didn't get more of her. I'm sad that she's not even really talked about because she's like literally the best. Spooky wookie, pooky wookie, dookie smooky bear. Dang, that's a lot of things. But yes, she's wonderful. I like her. Like her a lot. She's got the classic tragic backstory, which is great. Gonna give him big eyebrows. He's so wow. I just changed the whole vibe of this guy. What if I made his eyelids half closed? Yes, yes, we found it. Perfect. Yeah, Blue Star is amazing. I love Blue Star. Need more Blue Star. Wish there was more Blue Star. Sad that she just vanished from everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. I adore Blue Star. All right, there we go. There's Bone. He's got a good face on him. Look at that. Oof. Don't want to mess with that guy. I would love for you to make me a profile picture. I'm not sure I'd use it, but I would love for you to make me one. I think this is just the shape we're going for on him. Okay. Yeah, muscles, do a little bit of toning there. He's actually kind of liking this Bone uh sketch as well. Look at him. Freaking looks like he's going to terrorize your whole family, which is kind of the whole point, right? I did one little fluff. Le gasp. Le gasp. Oh, you know what I want to do? I've seen people do this before. A little bite out of his ear. I think it actually really works. Oh, bone is one we can definitely add scars to. I'm actually gonna do, what if I did like a scar over his eye, like one of those? Yes. Yep. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And we'll do another one right there because it was likely cat claws that did it. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh, I am actually kind of falling in love with this design. Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, it's okay if it doesn't have to be canon. I just use canon as a vague point of reference, and then I will make Bone look however I want him to look outside of that. So, do do do. There we go. I like the eye scar. He again looks like you don't want him anywhere near your house, even if he is just a cat. He looks sad. Oh, you hit 500? That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. That's a big one. I remember when I hit 500, I was like, oh my gosh. I think I made a whole video about it. I'd have to go back and check because I don't remember. 500 is a big milestone. If you think about it, it's kind of crazy. If you think about it, 500 people like your videos, so that means you could fill up like a large auditorium or like a school auditorium with the number of people that are subscribed to you. Like that's actually kind of a big deal. I know Bone always had the stereotype that he had the rainbow collar, but I don't know if I want to do that on this one. I might give him like a green collar or something. Oh, I'm very excited. I'm planning on watching a movie a little bit later today. It's gonna be good. Yeah, 500's a big deal. Now you're actually getting a lot of people that are really liking your stuff. So, da da da. He looks like he's about to wreck you. That's the whole point, though. He's a scary dude. He's got very pointy ears. Hopefully, he doesn't look like a freaking squirrel. It's kind of the it's kind of the vibe we're going for. Rainbow, it's Canon Growl. Oh, I don't know. I've never read in the books that it was canon. I think it was just a fan made concept. I know. Oh, Scourge is purple. I made his kind of a more maroon color, but in the canon cover anyway, it looks like it's purple. It's got blue eyes. He's a little black cat. Very small black cat. Oh, Bone is in here. Okay. I just now saw him. I just double checked the manga again. Interesting. Bone, okay. Hmm. Now, so Bone does actually have a scar in the middle of his face. What's also interesting, I was picturing him very differently. Um, he's this black and white cat, but he's mostly black, and he kind of has a white tummy. I always pictured him as more of like the splotchy kind of white and black, so I might change that a little bit. Okay, so Bone is in the manga. Man, I was so like confused by that. I was like, there's no way he's not in here. And that's why I couldn't tell where he was because I was looking for a cat that looked very different. So, okay. There you go. Anyway, let's do this. We're gonna go down over, kind of curve his background. I love how he's just such a freaking hefty dude. He looks like he's gonna kidnap all your children and make them play Jenga. Like, looks like he's about to wreak havoc. Does he? I guess he would have the kind of modified claws as well, huh? Guess he would have the modified claws. Yeah, okay. Well, let's do this. Welcome back, Honeydew. Honeydew, you have to remember what you wanted me to call you because I don't remember. I think you had a different name that you wanted me to have you go by, but I can't remember what it was. Do, 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 do. Welcome back. Honeydew's fine? Oh, okay. Sounds good. For whatever reason, I thought there was a different name you wanted me to call you. So I will continue to call you Honeydew. Did you hit 500 on YouTube or TikTok or something else? I was kind of just thinking you meant YouTube, but might have been something else. YouTube. Nice. That's so exciting. Okay, we're getting there with Bone. I haven't drawn a cat sitting like this in a while. It's always just awkward because the back toes are always sort of tucked under. So I'm like, do I draw the back toes? Do I not? Maybe not. I did this time. Your friend grabbed your phone. Were they at least watching me draw for 2 seconds? Actually kind of like his tail like that. Not quite. Let me see. Nope. Let me see. No. Oh gosh. That's a little bit better. Look at this guy. Who does he think he is? His eyes are a little bit different. I actually don't mind that his eyes are kind of lopsided, but for the sake of what's it called? I guess continuity, we'll keep them the same. There we go. A little bit better. Great. Gonna give him another scar, maybe like along the shoulder or something. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Got a couple scars. Looks like he's seen better days. Great. So now let's get this dude officially colored in. We're gonna start with white on him, honestly. Because I just think it's gonna make so much more sense if we start with white and then fill in everything else with some darker colors like black. Doo-doo-doo. Well, at least the stream hasn't crashed yet, so that's exciting. It's a good day when the stream doesn't crash. Bone color green is what I'm thinking. I don't know what I want his eyes to be. Maybe they can also be green. Or amber. No, because Black Star's eyes are amber. So let's get it to be like a little bit of a brighter green. There we go. Real. What's real? What is real? What is reality? Is this the real life? Or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. I think we're gonna do the classic patch on one side kind of thing, on one side of his face. The classic. The classic. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, bye, honeydew. Thanks for joining. You're fun to hang out with, so come back. Pinky promise. Are we doing black ear on both sides or black ear and then white ear? I kind of like that. We'll do that. Look at this guy. He's all green and let's do big ol' patch on this side. Maybe it would just take up his shoulder, just his shoulder. Yep, I like that. We're gonna do another one that's like that along his back, and we might even do one or two of his paws. I'll do like one paw. Because it's sort of Black Star's thing that he would be, uh, what's it called? Like, obviously have black feet. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe literally just the tail tip. I'm kind of digging it, honestly. Or we could add another patch here. I think that would also work. So his tail's just a little bit stripy. But he's looking like a cow. That was kind of the vibe I was going for, honestly. I always pictured him as just a cow, literally. Like his design, his like stripes, his coloring. He literally was just looked like a cow because he's a big dude, right? He's literally just a cow. There we go. Looking good. Okay. That is a very dark color that I chose. Let me see if I can get him just a little lighter. That might actually flow. Oh, did it already? Oh, it changed all of it. Wow, look at that. Cool. I'm gonna get these little white spots. Gotta get the little white spots. Let's see here. Now, do I want a lighter gray color for the eyebrows? Maybe light gray on one side. Um, let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. No, I don't like those colors. Let me do the scar and the nose and stuff first. I think I'm just gonna literally do it like really, really light gray. Lighter. Sure, that works. Yes, yes. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, I'm gonna color in his little white spot on its tail. Oh, is this the same color? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Make sure. Man, look at this guy. The only thing is the eyebrows. I'm just not sure. I mean, what if we left that one white and we just literally discolored that one? Oh, did I want to do flip-flopped ear tufts too? No, that's too much. Okay. I think that works, honestly. Fill in his pupils because it's starting to freak me out. There we go. You gotta have the pupils colored in every time. The other thing is the eyelids. I honestly, how we want to do this one? Honestly, just thinking about coloring them both dark like that. Yes, yes. Okay, let me just see if this works. We're gonna do just a spot along the leg. No, I don't like it. If anything, though, what if I made his back paw black and then I can just put this one back to white? Ooh, whoops. That might actually work a little bit better. Yeah. See, the idea behind these designs is if you know the Warriors series, you want to be able to look at these guys and without much hesitation tell which character they are. And I feel like that's pretty well accomplished here. You look at this guy and you're like, oh, yeah, that's Bone, obviously. Black and white cat who's huge and has a spiky collar. Like, yes, that's Bone. You want to hit sort of the main points. Like anytime I'm designing characters, honestly, that's like the number one thing that I'm thinking about is like how can I make these characters iconic? How can I make them so easily recognizable? Like I do not want like someone sitting here looking at my designs and being so yeah, and so I just want it to be like super duper obvious, like which one's which, right? So he's looking good. We're gonna get him. I'm pretty sure the only time he's gonna be in the map is during the this dark theme. So normal, get the color. Yeah, there we go. We also need to insert that background. So we're gonna get a beautiful glimpse of all my photos again. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. We do not want that to distract from everything else. That was the fluffy tail one, wasn't it? Yes, it was. That looked too much like a squirrel. The only thing I didn't like about it. Paint the beauty we split. I'm so excited for this map. Oh my gosh. It's like starting to come together and I'm like actually starting to see like all the kind of pieces fall into place. It's just gonna be really, really good. It's gonna be so good. I'm like, now that I'm actually starting to get the animatic together, like I'm getting a better idea of what I actually want this project to look like. And it's just going to be really good. Like, I think I'm gaining confidence in my ability to direct, like, art direction and, like, creative direction, which is, like, honestly what I would freaking love to do at some point. So, pieces are falling into place. That's right, Clutch Cargo. Everything's falling into place. It's, like, actually coming together, and I'm actually really excited about it. So, I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for this project to actually like be uploaded to YouTube. I'm like, I don't even care if it gets completed in the way that I want it to. I'm just like excited about like getting an opportunity to actually like iron out this project and do it in a way that's like I don't know, in a way that's like actually how I want it to look, if that makes sense. And it's gonna communicate a message, I think, really, really clearly, which is exactly what I want with anything that I create. So, anyway, art direction is on point. Thank you. That's the goal, right? I want to be a good art director. I want to be a good producer. Like that's the direction that I'm going in. So, being able to draw really helps. It does make sense. I'm glad. So, alrighty, let's get this guy's color scheme modified. We're gonna do color. Oh, did I forget to fill in a couple things? I might have. Wow, that totally washed out the green on his collar and stuff. Unless, wow, did that really do that? Dang, totally washed out the green, which I guess was kind of the goal. Um, make sure. Oh, one of his eyebrows is missing. Let's fix that. There we go. Drawing balances in the mind. Studies being green. All of those things are true. Let's see. I'm gonna let me see, because the color aspect does not affect the white at all. Um, let me see, because what I did with Scourge was I really decreased it. Let me see if it looks better that way. I'm on the fence about it. What if let's go up to like 50. What if I did like an overlay? Divide, subtract, nope, that's not right. That actually looks kind of cool. Like testing out all these filters. Ooh, no. Vivid light. Overlay does nothing, which I find so interesting. I feel like overlay should do more. More than nothing. Is that supposed to be a cat? Looks ferocious. Yes, that is supposed to be a cat, and the idea is for him to be ferocious because he's very evil. He's very evil and he dies. So, there you go. Multiply does not work. I was hoping multiply would work, but it is not going to work. Color burn looks fun, but not quite the vibe I'm going for. Normal. Let me see here. Color dodge. It's just, this one is the best one. The color filter. It's accomplishing what it needs to accomplish. What if, okay, here we go. I have an idea. Let me get him to where he's not pure white, because I think that's what's throwing me off. Get him a little bit of a cream color. Let me just see if this works better. Oh gosh, it just looks awful low next to the back. A ferocious biter, or his face. He looks like he could take down your family, basically. Oh gosh, ew, don't like that yellow color. I think I've also kind of like ruined it because what if I just made it a darker gray? There we go. There we go. I think this is actually really gonna help. Like, really gonna help. The gray, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the gray. The gray is fine. The cream was not a good idea. Okay, that is looking better. Gonna get his toes. Gonna get the toes. Gonna get them toes. And we're doing that. I might need to change the color of his collar and stuff too. That's looking more kind of how I was hoping it to look with the gray. Yes, okay. It's still a very pink cat. But I mean, that's kind of the idea. The theme for this first half is like, and Little Cloud definitely, yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what I have all of them as, right? Like that one's a little bit more purple. This is making me feel a little bit better. Yeah, Running Nose actually doesn't have a red version, a dark red version. Yeah, I mean, they're all kind of supposed to look like this pinkish color. Well, she has a lighter version. Oh gosh, I don't like that either. Oh yeah, I'm color. But yeah, that's a great example because all of that is white. I mean, I suppose it's not excellent, but she sounds like a quality cat. Whoops. There's the normal version of russet fur. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess they're all kind of supposed to look a little bit purplish. I'm noticing though, now that I'm actually looking at it, the darker colored. Oh, she doesn't have a light version, does she? She doesn't, she's not going to get one either. Leopard fur. Leopard star, I guess. Wow. It's interesting how I'm going back on these designs and I'm like, wow, some of these really freaking suck, and some of these are like, oh my gosh, that one's perfect. So, okay, let me see. We'll go back to Bone. Yeah, he's gonna eat you. He's literally gonna eat you. Did I curse? I'm sorry. It happens. I know I need to be a little bit more careful about that. Okay, I've got another design coming in hot, coming in fresh, coming in extra spicy. We'll do stones. Gave him a round face. Oh, that is the wrong pencil. Do paint the beauty we split. Paint the beauty we split. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. They don't get it, I don't get it. We're committed to sticks and stones. I'm just gonna sing if nobody else is here. Lovely singing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what else to talk about unless I have people to engage with. Um, now is Stonefur's fur long? I can't remember. I think he, for the most part, had shorter fur. I think he had shorter fur. Okay, we'll give that a shot. I think once I'm done with Stonefur, the last one I was going to do today was Tawny Pob as a baby, but I haven't quite nailed down her design yet. So I might actually switch to a different part of the project after this design. So, but I'll see if we can get Stonefur rocking and rolling. Get him at least some kind of point of reference. I feel like he has generally kind of normal eyebrows. Oh, man, I might have to cheat and look up Nifty's design again. I feel like I always do that, and it just never, not that it never works or helps, but like, I always feel like I'm cheating anytime I'm like looking up Nifty's design. Because I'm like, I should be coming up with my own designs, but she is so freaking good at character design that it's like, okay, I can't not take some inspiration from her. Don't cheat, it's a sin. Um, hmm. Is it cheating to get inspiration from other amazing artists, though? That's my question. It's not cheating, it's just sharing creativity. Let's see about. One thing I do know about Stonefur is that he was very, like, muscular, if that makes sense. So, which, if you think about it, is all the more impressive that he was even managed to get murdered, to begin with. But they did kind of starve him, so I guess that's kind of how they cheated. They cheated. The guys who killed Stonefur cheated. I'm running out of poses, as you can tell. I'm just like, I think, now that I'm like drawing his tail, I'm thinking he actually really did. Um, he did have shorter fur. I think I'm just confirming that. Like, yeah, he definitely did. Cheating is never good. They cheated. They did cheat. That's what I'm saying. They cheated. 'Cause he would have survived if they hadn't starved him, but they starved him, and so he was weak, and then he died. But if they hadn't starved him, he would have won if they hadn't cheated. Ooh, that back leg is not doing anything for me right now. Good gravy. Let's get that out of there. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Wonder where my friend went. She was just fixing it. That's why I'm working on fixing it. I'm not sure how I want this to look though. I'm actually not entirely sure what he's doing or like how he's standing. Like looks like he's just kind of wobbly. Um, I have a feeling that did not fix it at all. Man, what is happening? Okay, let me see if I can if it's literally just like he's just almost like he's balancing. You've seen cats do that before, right? Actually just like dropping his back half down so that he's not like got this awkward sort of position. Might actually help his cause a little bit if I weren't putting him in an awkward position. Quite literally. Oh, let's do that. Give him a little bit more of an underbelly. That's a lot better. A little bit less. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think the last thing I'll do, because he still just seems so off balance. I did cut him in half. Yep, reminds you of a serial killer. That's exactly it. Well, in all fairness, that is kind of how he died. I mean, he didn't get cut in half, but he did get sliced open. Which is a horrible way to die. Although, I suppose I would take that over, like, drowning, because I feel like drowning is, like, the worst way you could possibly go. Drowning, and, like, yeah. So I feel like if you get, like, if you died via flesh wound, it's just, it doesn't even, like, hurt because it's so quick. I don't know. I don't want to. I feel like talking about cutting people open on a YouTube live stream is probably not a good idea. So we're just going to end that conversation. These are the things I think about, though. I'm like, I wonder what that's like. Let me see if I can actually get away with doing what I want to do here. There we go. Beautiful. Wow, that worked a lot better than I thought it would. Okay. His back leg is still driving me up a wall. Good job, everyone. Okay. My gosh, I think I should get fired. I should fire myself from drawing this friggin' back leg. I would fire me. If I came to me and was like, here's the fifth iteration of this guy's back leg, and it was still bad, I would be like, nope, sorry, you no longer work here. I literally just fired myself. It's fine though. I rehired myself. Back leg is awful. Man, so mean. Hey, that one actually looks pretty decent. I'm gonna cut him in half again though, watch. We're gonna do that. And then I'm going to whoop, put him like that. And put him face his front half up a little bit. And then instead of him looking so curious, I'm going to tilt his head down a little bit as well. There we go. Looks a lot better. I'm fired. I got fired by Clutch Cargo as well. So, all right. At least that pose works because I feel like I was getting real burned out on poses for a while, but I think that one works. So we'll start inking. And then we'll figure out colors as well. I think that the gray will actually look really good on him. So especially with the specific theme that I'm doing, it's gonna look really good. That's not what I wanted. Let me see if I can actually just swoop. No, I don't want the fur on his head like that too. We'll just do. Okay. Ba-ba-da. Back it around. We're gonna go this way, this way. Go up. So it's gonna go around. We're gonna bring it around town. Curiosity killed the cat. It's true. Not just curiosity, but getting abducted and starved to death also killed the cat. I'm glad you are enjoying my singing. I hope it's not annoying. It's literally just like if there's nothing else going on in my brain while I'm drawing, it's literally just music. I have like elevator music going on in my head. So I'm glad it's not annoying. If it's annoying, please tell me to stop. If it's not, and if you're just pleasantly enjoying me making really weird sounds, I'm glad I'm entertaining enough for you to be able to do so. So, I like to think I'm pretty entertaining. Oh, good. I will keep singing then. like to think I'm pretty funny. I feel like once I actually start to get better at doing live streams, because I don't know, I'm a pretty cool person. I don't say that out of arrogance, but I'm like, I'm all right. I feel like I'm gonna be a whole time and a half once I actually get these platforms streamlined. Once I'm actually like a lot more comfortable like doing live streams and that sort of thing. It's gonna be really good. I'm actually really excited about it. There we go. Got the form there. Because and part of it is literally just conversing with the chat. So, like, once more people log on to my streams, like, I'll be able to have more conversation topics, allow people to ask me questions, that type of thing. Like, that kind of thing is what I absolutely love about live streams, is like when people are actually like talking and engaging like with the audience and that sort of thing. That's what I love doing, is I'm like, I actually really like getting to know my audience, that type of thing. I used to do live streams back in the day, and they got way more in the way of like viewers and watchers and stuff than they do now, which I'm not mad about because I kind of abandoned my channel for a very long time. But I'm excited to get back to that point. How long have I been drawing? Great question. Whew, since I can remember. I've been drawing ever since I was able to hold a pencil, really. Um, I started really seriously drawing as soon as I found out I could draw on the computer. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And then I actually started like drawing a little bit more seriously after that time. Came to that discovery. It was kind of funny because I thought I had invented animation. You see Disney movies and stuff when you're growing up, but I remember very distinctly the first time I ever got something to move, like from having drawn it on the computer. I was so excited and I like showed my parents and stuff, and then came to find out later that like that's just how people animate. Like, I'm not special. I didn't invent it. It's just that I literally found out how animation was made by figuring out how to make it myself. And yeah, so that's kind of a funny story. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I figured it out." And I was like, "Oh wait, that's exactly what people have been doing this whole time." Like, "Oh, okay." I very much remember it. It was what was it? Um It was a cat whose fur was blowing in the wind, and I just drew different frames for the fur, and um, and it looked like it moved, and I moved back and forth between the photos, and I was like, oh my gosh, like whoa, I made it move. So, hence my obsession with animation began. Um, I can't draw for beans. That's okay. You don't need to draw to be able to be have your own creative talents, I'm sure. Everyone's creative. I believe that. I believe that everything, I'm one of those people that believes that everything is an art. Like everything. Like everything from like nature. Nature is an art. Like heck, learning how to grow plants is an art. Um, gosh, this freaking table that I'm drawing on is an art. This iPad that I'm drawing on is art, right? Like everyone has their own creative like specialty, has their own creative passion, if you will. So yeah, I believe that everything is an art. You have no talents? That's okay. You don't have to. You're still worthy. I believe you do. You probably just have hidden talents. You'll find them after a while. But it's okay to not have talent. Talent isn't everything. I didn't have talent. It took me a long time to learn how to do all this. It's not like it's one of those things like you can't be born with knowledge on how to animate. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to like art, like that's something that you like refine over time. And you're appreciating an art, appreciating a form of art. So maybe you should look into seeing if you can make some food, be creative with how you can cook, that type of thing. I think cooking is definitely an art. Food is definitely an art. It can even be if you develop your palate enough, right? Your flavor palate, you can actually become a food critic. You go to different restaurants and actually analyze the food and be able to write reviews and stuff like that, like movie critics. Where there are such things as restaurant critics. Oh my gosh, keep honing in that art form every day. I think I like the darker one. Ooh, gosh, that was a big yawn. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:15. Okay. Wow, this will be one of the longest streams I've done, I think, without it crashing. That's exciting. Wow. I think honestly, what all I'm gonna do for him is I'm just gonna do like a big old dark splotch kind of down his back. That might be too big of a splotch. Let me see, because I might not do it on his neck either. Maybe it's just like that and that. Stone fur. I don't know if I like that though either. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna go back to this lighter gray and actually make this his just darker color. Too old to learn a new skill. Ooh, define too old. I think I am on the older side when it comes to what I'm doing right now. I lots of people who are doing what I'm doing are in their teens and earlier years of life, and I am definitely not that. Like I said, I'm in sales, right? But I don't think you're too old to learn a new skill. So long as if you believe that you're too old to learn a new skill, then you are. But if you change your belief around that, like I see a lot of older folks who pick up a hobby and then end up being really successful. I think what was his name? Um, Sanders, Colonel Sanders, I think his name is the guy who created KFC. He was 64 when he started that business. So, and he became one of the most successful business people in the US. 41? Come on now. 64, 41. He started his business when he was 64 and was not successful at anything else before that. Oh, I actually like that. Oh, wow, I did a good job. Ooh, I like that. Yep, he was 64 years old when he started his business. So, and business is just business, and something like painting or art is completely different because art is subjective. You don't have to explain it if you don't want to. If you want to be an artist, you can literally just do something, and if it has a deep meaning to you and you worked hard at it, then I think that that's all that matters. It doesn't have to necessarily be good. You see a lot of modern art that it isn't really art. You know what I mean? And people still appreciate it. So yeah. Oh, I wonder what would happen if I made his whole neck white. No, I don't quite like that. Let me see, because this guy didn't quite turn out how I wanted either. There. KFC. I love KFC. I can't remember the last time I ate there though. It's actually pretty good food though. I used to do DoorDash and like Uber Eats and stuff like that. KFC was one of the hot spots, like places I used to pick up food from. So, hi, honeydew. Welcome back. Oh, you finished my fan art. Oh, I'm so excited to see it. Wow, that's great. What a good friend. Am I liking his feet? No, I'm not. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually, let's do this. I might actually not get around to what I was hoping to do on the live stream tonight. I might actually, well, maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. This is the most successful live stream I think I've had because all the other ones end up crashing and losing viewers and stuff. So this one's actually doing pretty good. Friend, it's in your community. I will go check it out as soon as the stream is over. I will go check it out. I felt like I was going to say something else now. I don't know. I was talking about how you can learn any skill or any talent at any age. My mom right now, she's in her 60s. She's one of those people who's obsessed with pickleball, and so she is very much learning everything that there is to learn about pickleball, and so she's very much developing that skill. So she's excited about it. I'm like, I just think it's funny because it's such an old lady thing. No, actually, I can't say that because I actually know some people who my age that play pickleball. Ooh, do I like that? Maybe I don't. No, not quite. I'm getting a little bit stumped on this guy. I think maybe the white is a little bit too white. Maybe if it was just light gray instead of white. Oh, I actually like that better. Personally, I actually think that's more along the lines of what I was going for. Because I don't want stone fur to have like those, you know what? No, okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Oh, I missed something. Go back. There we go. Man, I don't know what to do with this part right here. Oh, you want to see Bone? Oh, did you get to see Bone? I'll show you. There he is. I'll show you without the color filter. Do you like him? I like how he turned out. Right? Just a tasty guy. I'm doing the color filter on him because he's going to be in part of the map that's going to be kind of discolored, which will be really fun. So I like how he turned out. I'm actually really proud of him. Oh, okay. I like that. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner. I think that's it. Maybe. No, it's still not quite there. What if I just did like that? No, also don't like that. I honestly think this might end up being what I go with. No, because almost don't want it to be like pointy right there. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe it's just like that. Maybe it's like curved like that. No, no. Or maybe it goes all the way up. No, also no. That might be the closest I'm gonna get. That might be the closest I'm gonna get. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe. All the different ways you can say maybe. Okay, that works. The only other thing is I might actually want to adjust his tail tip to be a little bit more spiky like the rest of him. Um, that might actually work a little bit better, yeah. Okay, spiky fur. Spiky fur. Sort of. Skibbity. For real, for real. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Paint the beauty we split. Do, 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 do. Na, 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 na. Alrighty, stone fur. What are we doing for eye color? Typically, I feel like stone fur is just blue, which is kind of boring, but they're blue or green. Blue or green. Definitely not like amber or yellow. I'm glad you like my singing clutch. Do, 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 na, 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 na. You want me to tell you about the theme of the map? Oh, interesting. Maybe that would look better, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe like a darker green. Oh, yes. Okay, honeydew. I like it. I like it. Much better. Yep, much better. Look at that face. 10 out of 10 suggestion, honeydew. Thank you. I'm better at all this stuff. I bet you are. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Um, the other thing is debating whether or not to add white to the face. I think he's actually good without it. I like him without it. I think he looks good. Okay, stone fur. Yay! Stone fur only exists in the dark place, so we're gonna add the background again. You might get to see some interesting photos. You get to see my friend's baby. Okay, put that there. Then we're gonna snag that color from, we'll just snag it from bone. Paint the beauty we split. Alright, got the right color. I think I'm not going to, but because I mean, okay, well, let's do this. I'm gonna get him set up with this maroon color first. I might add a little bit to his like nose, sort of, but just to see what it looks like, and if I don't like it, I'll switch it back. So screen sharing. If I'm gonna check it out, it's gonna be on my phone because my computer like hates the internet for some reason. Well, actually, I'm not even on a computer. I'm on an iPad. And it's just weird how the whole setup is working. But I can check it out on my phone here in a little bit after the live stream. I will comment on it and I'm sure I will love it and I'm very excited for it. So, let's see. Do color and then 60% is what I've been doing. 60%. Now, let me take a look at this idea about getting some of this gray on his face, white gray. Because the only thing I was thinking about doing was a couple things. I could do it just to the lower chin here, which actually I might just do that. Yeah, actually that might work. Okay. And then the other idea that I had was like literally just around the face, which I don't quite like as much. So maybe just the lower jaw. There we go. Okay. I like that. Clutch cargo. So you're a bit darker. I think I like his eye color the way it is, but I know the purple filter on it just kind of washes out greens, unfortunately, which makes sense because they're complementary colors. But I like him. He's looking good. I feel like, man, is this really? Let me take a look. 60. Yeah, it is 60%. Man. Hmm. Is this one 60%? 60%. Yeah, it sure is. Man. It's just interesting because it washes out so much of the color, especially on the blacks and whites. Because if you look at these and it's just totally washes out the colors, which is not bad. He's at 40% though. You know what? Maybe I'll just make all of them at 40%. What does this guy look at like if he's at 40%? Or at least like 50? He still blends in with the background. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. I still want him to stand out though. Recently, all of these cats I've drawn over the past like couple weeks. So, okay. Well, we're done with those three. Oh, I need to name them. This one's stone fur. Just do stone. This one is bone. Stone and bone. Skrr. I'm naming him Skrr. So we got Bone, we got Scourge, we got Stone, we got Rowan Claw, Little Cloud, Running Nose, Russet Fur, Tawny Pelt, Leopard Star, Sol, Tiger Star, Fire Star, Ragged Star, and Black Star. Yeah, but I'm debating. What was this? Did I just have a blank? Oh, I started to draw something. Hmm, I don't have any point of reference on that one. Um, yeah, they're from the Warriors book series. So I'm I'm debating what I want to work on next. Because I could do a young Tawny Paw, but I honestly don't version. So I might wait on that late. But let me see if I can um work on this guy. This is something I was kind of thinking about putting some time into. So hopefully the sound isn't too crazy. No, I need to see. It's got a good. I think what I want to do is get a good reflection in his eyes for these parts. Um, hmm. How do I want this to look at exactly? See, he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good. There's a lot of things I want to change. Okay. Well, I hope you have a great sleep, Clutch Cargo. Um, in the meantime, I might actually end the stream here pretty soon too, because I've got some stuff I gotta get to as well. I'm not sure where to start with this part of it. I think it's part of the. I need to. I think. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know what the trouble is that I'm having because there's a lot of editing stuff. I just don't know if it's very good for like editing, adding effects, that type of thing. I haven't worked in it enough to be able to tell. So, you know what? I think that's actually a great point. I'm going to end it here because I need to actually school myself up on Procreate Dreams a little bit in order to advance like this little promo video that I'm making. But we'll go ahead and call it a night. But I hope that every single person who watches this stream or whoever will watch this stream has an amazing rest of your night, and you're going to stare at Stone for a while I rest down. Bye.